Hello, welcome all. Welcome to my new video. Today let us discuss about satellites orbit using central force theory. Let us start with the problem. The problem is a satellite of mass m 2000 kg is in elliptical orbit about the Earth. At perigee, which is at the closest approach to the Earth, it has an altitude of 1100 kilometers, and at apogee, that is the farthest distance from the Earth, its altitude is 4100 kilometers. What are the satellite's energy E and angular momentum L? How fast is it traveling at perigee and apogee? So here you can see the orbit of the satellite. This is an elliptical orbit. This is the Earth, and this is the perigee point where the satellite is closest to the Earth. This is the apogee point where the satellite is farthest from the Earth. Next slide. You can see the figure again. Since m is very small, the satellite mass is very small than the mass of the Earth, we can take the reduced mass is approximately equal to the mass of the satellite and assume that the Earth is fixed. The radius of the Earth is 6400 kilometers, and therefore the major axis of the orbit is calculated, that is 1100 plus 4100 plus 2 into 6400. So this is the diameter of the Earth, this is the distance to the farthest point, this is the distance to the closest point. If you add all these values, you will get 1.8 × 10⁷ meters. If I know the value of A, that is the major axis of the orbit, we can find the E from this equation, which is discovered earlier. So the value of E, this is A is C by E, so E will be C by A. So this slide, therefore we found the energy as I told here. C is the value of gmm, and the value of A is known, just calculated before, and therefore I found the value of E, that is minus 4.5 × 10⁻10 joules. So now the initial energy of the satellite before the launch was, the initial energy is given by minus gmm by Re, that is minus C by Re, putting the value of Re, that is radius of the Earth, minus 12.5 × 10⁻10 joules. Now the energy needed to put the satellite into orbit is the difference between the two energies, E minus Ei, so that will be 8 × 10⁻10 joules. Now find the angular momentum from the eccentricity. So we have the two values of the R0. So Rmin is equal to R0 by 1 plus epsilon, and also the maximum distance is R0 by 1 minus epsilon. So using these values, we can find the value of epsilon, which is Rmax minus Rmin by Rmax plus Rmin. So as we know the value of epsilon from here, this this ratio, this epsilon is coming to be 1 by 6. So from the value of this eccentricity, you can again find the value of angular momentum. So from the next, we have the expression epsilon square is equal to 1 plus 2 El square by mc square. So already found the value of eccentricity epsilon, and putting the value of epsilon in this, you'll get the value of L, which is the angular momentum. So the value of epsilon, which was found from the previous slide, is put here, and then we find the value of L, and then L is found to be 1.2 × 10⁻14 kilogram square per second. So the angular momentum of the satellite is found to be 1.2 × 10⁻14 kilogram square per second. And we can find the speed of the satellite at any point at any r from the energy equation. So the energy is half mv square minus c by r. So we can find the value of of speed of the satellite. So now from this equation, you know the value of energy, and now you can find the value of V. So as we know that at perigee, which is at r is 1100 plus 6400 kilometers, that is 7.5 Newton raised to 6 meters. So the total distance of the satellite from the center of Earth is 7.5 Newton raised to 6 meters, and the speed at the perigee is Vp is found to be 7900 meter per second. You can see here the this at this point you have to add the radius plus this distance, so that will be the r at this point, and that is found to be the velocity of the perigee point is 7900 meter per second. Now to find the speed at apogee, Va, very simply is the velocity at apogee and perigee is purely tangential. So by the conservation of angular momentum, the total angular momentum at the perigee and apogee is conserved, and if you write the equation of the conservation of angular momentum, so that will become mvr mu vprp is equal to mu vara. So apogee's angular momentum is equal to perigee's angular momentum, and from that the apogee's velocity is vprp by ra. The mu will cancel. Thus we got 5600 meter per second. And suppose that the body is projected from the surface of the earth with initial velocity v0, and if v0 is less than the escape velocity, which is 1.1 into 10 raised to 4 meter per second, the total energy of the body is negative, and it travels in an elliptical orbit with one focus at the center of the earth. As drawing on the left shows, the body inevitably returns to the earth. So you can see here, if the initial velocity is less than the escape velocity of the earth, the total energy of the body is negative. Therefore, it travels in an elliptical path, but the focus is at one center of the earth. Now that means the body will move returns towards the earth. Therefore, in order to put the satellite into the orbit around the earth, the magnitude and direction of its velocity must be altered at a point where the old and the new orbits intersect. The old orbit transfer maneuvers are frequently needed in astronautics, and for example, on an Apollo moon flight, the vehicle is first put into near or Earth orbit and then transferred to a trajectory towards the moon. Thus we come to the end of this video.